Hello, welcome to Ghost Prime Transformers Reviews. Are you going to say hi to everybody?
Hi.
This is my daughter Aria. She is helping me review today. Today I'll be taking a look at the Generation 1 Ramjet toy from 1986. The version I have has a very interesting feature. Well, actually, it's the box that has the interesting feature. It comes in a Milton Bradley box, not a Hasbro box. So I'll be going over that and a couple other things, like there was, at one point, an orange canopy one. Well, sort of. So without any further ado, let's get to the review. All right, and let's take a look at the packaging first. So one of the first things you'll notice on here is the orange canopy. So a pre-sample of this figure had an orange canopy. There are rumors of this thing actually existing with an orange canopy in a sealed box, but I don't think any of them actually have come to fruition yet. There's only been rumors. A couple samples have been out with the boxes that lean to maybe some of these pre-release ones did actually get out in the wild, but I don't believe there's ever been a sealed one before. As you can see, that orange canopy even goes onto the transformation steps on the packaging all here, as you could tell with the orange canopy. I love the way it looks with the orange canopy. I think it'd be really cool. Now I could just modify and pop out, pop in, they snap in. Be an easy modification to make. So that is why we need a sealed one to actually make sure that it was not changed. On the bottom, of course, you can see the orange canopy. On the side, the same thing on either side. Now, one other thing about this box is it is a Milton Bradley Transformer, not a Hasbro Transformer, and you can see the multi-language here. In Europe, they were made by Milton Bradley, so a lot of the Transformers had Milton Bradley boxes. However, the boxes were fairly the same besides multi-language, and on the back, it has multi-language here, but only the function. There is no description or no quotes, as you would see in the American boxes. It also has these extra tech specs, basically telling you how to use the tech specs, which are predominantly the same as their Western releases. And of course, the battle image, which are on all G1s, which I personally love. I sat and looked at these images for a very long time as a child, just looking at all of them. I really love the package art on the G1 stuff. I think it's wonderful, the wonderful foreshortening on it, and it looks just like the toy, which is interesting because he doesn't actually have thighs. But I really love these. I dig it. And it's also not a cone head, which is always found interesting as a child. Inside the packaging, you get a baggie with the instruction sheet, and the catalog. So the instruction sheet for this guy, you also get a sticker sheet. So the instruction sheet is pretty much just like all G1s. It does have, again, the multi-language, but it shows you how to transform. Guess I have it backwards, going from 1 to 4 here, and 5 to 8 on the back, and also the sticker locations and how to use the tech spec. You also have the sticker sheet, decoder, and here's something quite special indeed. If you'll notice one thing on here, let's open this up. You see Jetfire right there, right? See if I can make it not blurry. So one thing, so you will notice right there, Autobot leader Jetfire. That is very interesting. I find this booklet says Jetfire is the leader of the Autobots, which I think he was in the UK comics. I honestly am not sure. But I find that very interesting. I'm not sure. I know they had an Optimus Prime in an MB box, but I'm wondering if it came later. That I would have to look up, but I thought that was quite interesting. And of course, in the box, you do get Ramjet here. He is transformed into the jet mode in the box. He does have wings that are detachable, like all the Seekers do from this era. He also has his thrusters. There's 2 of these right here. I'm actually in the process of making some of these for my Earthrise versions. And a front landing gear. All right, so let's take a look at this guy in jet mode right here. Boy, does he look cool. I dig the metal wheels that are on these old Seekers. They're the metal chest piece here. Got some nice weight to it. Opening canopy. No seat or anything inside because these were actually originally for Diaclone drivers. Very cool. Love the stickers. Beautiful stickers from Generation 1. The rub sign. Just very, very cool figure. All right, let's start off with some comparisons. So first, let's bring in Thundercracker here. So Thundercracker actually has that clear orange canopy. Now, the orange canopy that was originally to come on this did not have this bar. It was one of the clear, completely clear orange canopies that are on the 1984 versions of the Jets, which this one is. There is a couple ways you could tell the 1984 from the 1985 and later, and one of them is this extra ridge that they put in the later canopies. As you could tell, he does not have one. There's also a couple of the things you could tell with these guys, like they have shorter pegs here, a couple other things. That's another video. But you could see how they fit in and how the wings slope in comparison to the first three Seekers. And each one of the cone heads had a unique wing design, which I found very cool. And here he is with the Generation 1 Optimus Prime cab figure. You can see how these guys scale together. Now he'd be much, much larger, of course, if this was actual scale. And getting into transformation here with this guy, first you're going to want to remove his wings, as well as the jets. Technically, you don't have to remove the wings, but it's altogether easier. You want to remove the front landing gear that pegs directly in here. And then you want to take the feet or the back wheels, the landing gear, move them out like this. Take the fuselage to the cockpit here, like that. Put your finger in there to get these arms out. Take this, move it around the nose, back in through where the arms came through, up, around, and like so. And then you want to take the wings, this arm up, peg them in these holes right here. And right here. You also got his fists in the box, but you want to peg one of these on each side, each arm, like so. Like that. And then you take the thrusters and they go on arms as giant missiles. Move the camera up a little bit. Now you do have this piece left here, this little landing gear. What I usually do is I usually open up the cockpit like that. Drop it once or twice before putting it in. Stick it right back in like that. And there you have him in his robot mode. Now, the instructions actually do show him like this, but of course they were, in the cartoon, they were cone heads, so you could stick that up. It is kind of ridiculously long, but there he is in robot mode, very easy to transform. So let's do a quick comparison. Here he is again with the Earthrise version. And here he is with Generation 1 Megatron. Let's get that in frame. As you can tell, he is a bit smaller than the Generation 1 Megatron figure. Here he is with his buddy Thrust. And just because, the Stunticons Minosaur. So overall, this guy is very cool. I absolutely dig him. So I love Generation 1 Ramjet. I would love to have seen the Generation 2 one that we're going to be getting with that Earthrise version. I would love to see that in Generation 1. I know it never got past the paint phase. I would love also to see a box example with the actual orange canopy like we've seen on the box art, and in some cases have shown up as being original. However, I think the jury's still out on that. Overall, this is one of the better cone heads of the three, and I'm glad to have them. I love the metal on these old jets, and they look beautiful in jet mode. So please, like, subscribe, hit the thumbs down button if you have to. I'll see you guys next time.